be found. This is a new finding, a resveratrol, and this is derived from wine, grapes, right? Has a very powerful protective effect. This is a new finding. It's very exciting. The patent to this finding just got bought by one of our major pharmaceutical companies for $700 million, just for the patent on this. I'm sure it'll be a multi-billion-dollar industry. It's not going to work. I can virtually guarantee you that. It's not found in the pill. You can't undo a bad life with a pill. You cannot do it. It will not work. And so I wouldn't put my money into that stock. But that doesn't mean it's not a good adjunct to a healthy life. It is a good antioxidant, but you know what? So is broccoli. Those Brussels sprouts. Blueberries, great. We'll be talking about some of those foods right away. One other food that is really, we have to make a careful note of, we're going to hit this one again, curcumin. Curcumin is a type of a spice, very common in Indian food, and is coming out as the darling of foods because it puts inflammation down in the gut wall very quickly. It's the active component in one of our products called Inflamex that we use for digestive disorders in patients that are inflamed. Curcumin is very powerful. DHIAA, hops. It's a subcomponent of hops. Hotbed of research coming out of Europe mainly, and then us Americans have taken off with this as well. And the extracted hops has found to outperform every single drug that fights inflammation. Every single one of them. The newest trials on this particular extract of hops finds that it decreases inflammatory arthritic joints by 40% after just 1 month of use. The next best drug was 23%. Just got published. Hops. Beer will not do it. Allison, catechins. Catechins. Any idea what that is? Tea. Epigallocatechin gallate is the active component in green tea. Black tea has some catechins also, and it is profound in what it does to protect the nervous system. It's used for meditation in the Asian countries. Green tea is huge, what it can do. Yeah? I picked out, did you have some other comments on that one?
No, they're gone now. They're just working the minutes.
Picked out some interesting foods that most people don't utilize. But I'm gonna hit you with a few foods that should be in your diet and might not be. Beets.
Perfect for this time of year.
It is. Beets are huge as far as capacity to reverse disease. They taste wonderful. They really do. I'm getting laughed at. Boil your beets real briefly. Just take it, put a glove on, otherwise your hands are going to sting. And just take the peel right off. It comes right off, so you don't have to peel because beets are hard to peel. Cut them in half. Throw them on the plate. Broil them in the oven. In between the beets, throw a few carrots. A little bit of maple syrup on it. And watch it go at 350 till they're soft. The carrots and the beets will combine, caramelize, produce natural sugar, so it's a very sweet dish. And it's absolutely delicious with hardly any work. Yes, even your kids will eat it. Extremely potent in antioxidants as well as detoxifying for your liver. Why not utilize it? Beets. Yeah? They keep well in the winter, and we always have to eat the foods that keep well in the winter because you don't want to be eating some skimpy little salad. That's summer stuff. Beets is for the winter. Yeah? Cabbage. Another one of those that gets through hiding a bit. In the Netherlands, you can buy cabbage juice. Why would you want to buy cabbage juice? It's known to get rid of ulcers there. It's known to settle the stomach. Cabbage is huge for normalizing gut function. And isn't the gut connected to virtually everything, including osteoporosis? your moods, your hormones. The gut is 70% of your immunity. Cabbage is strong medicine for the intestinal wall. Cabbage juice, you don't have to do that, but you can certainly just crunch it all up, stir fry it with some vegetables through it. Bingo, easy, cheap.
Works great in soups.
Works great in soups, yeah. Swiss chard. That's a little bit more of a summer dish. Hard to find right now. Swiss chard is considered one of the top 5 vegetables as far as anti-cancer ability. It is very high in vitamin K. Vitamin K is going to become the buzzword in the press at some point in the next 5 years because we never really did much with vitamin K. There's some very interesting research going on with vitamin K. Cinnamon. University of Maryland a couple of years ago came out with research that shows that a quarter teaspoon of cinnamon reduces insulin levels by 30%. All of our diabetic and pre-diabetic patients, I recommend that they do that. Cinnamon, it's cheap, it's effective, works well. Great for sugar modulation. Pomegranate juice. You know, there's a lot of different juices out there. If you're going to get one of them, pomegranate juice would probably be it. Sure, there's acai, and there's this, and there's that. And it seems like there's a new fad coming out every 6 months. And again, one food does not cover it. It's really the whole combination of foods. So don't get sucked into that this is, oh, that made me feel a lot better. You know what? You're going to hear some stories about, I took this and they got rid of my MS. And you know what? It might be true. Don't ever, ever underestimate the placebo effect. Placebo effect is wonderful. It's healing from within. It's not an enemy. It's not to be laughed at. It's good stuff. But don't expect to take that magic juice and get rid of your irritable bowel syndrome. Yeah? It comes from a combination of things. But if you're going to have one juice once in a while, pomegranate juice has been found to increase metabolism quite a bit. It's a very potent antioxidant, and it's yummy. Yeah? Dried plums. This one is, make sure it doesn't have sulfur in it as a preservative. This one is cholesterol lowering, believe it or not. It's got really tremendous fiber in it, and it's really estrogen modulating. In other words, it can get rid of perimenopausal symptoms. Plums.
Little unknown fact about fiber and why it's so important in the diet. It does bind with cholesterol in the gut and doesn't allow it to cross the intestinal barriers so it can get into the bloodstream. So whether we're eating saturated fats or whether your body's making it on its own, the fiber will bind to that and not allow it to get through and raise the cholesterol level.
Yeah. Pumpkin seeds. Sardines. That's the highest concentration of fish oils in it, by the way. Turmeric. Another one of those Indian spices. Frozen blueberries, my personal favorite. Did 130 pounds from farmer's market this year. Go through personally probably about 1 cup a day. I think I'm going to run out before the blueberries come out again. So, canned pumpkins is that's one of the only canned foods in there that I really want to put in there because most canned foods really lose their value tremendously. Buy frozen. That's why I wanted to put this in there because when you the flash freezing technology of vegetables is so potent that we can maintain 80% of nutrients in frozen vegetables. Yeah, that's better than the fresh vegetables that are in the market right now because those have been shipped from long distances and have lost the majority of their value. Frozen vegetables actually outperforms the fresh vegetables right now. Not in the summer, obviously. Canned, you lose a tremendous amount. You really should only have a few cans in your pantry for emergencies. Ran out of vegetables, blah, blah, they've got to do something. Great, you got a can there, use it that one time, but don't make it a habit. Got it? Except for pumpkins. They maintain almost all of their nutrients, and they're rich in nutrients, and they're delicious. So go ahead and use that one without feeling guilty. Here's yours.